In this video session on simple stresses and strains, I would like to discuss on the three topics. The first one is stress strain curve for a mild steel, and the second one is stress strain curve for a non-ferrous material, and lastly stress strain curve for a brittle material. The diagram shows graph of stress versus strain when an object is subjected to uniaxial tensile force in a machine called as UTM. UTM stands for Universal Testing Machine. In a direct tension test, a specimen of mild steel, usually a round bar or flat bar, is gradually pulled in a universal testing machine until it breaks. The extensions of the gauge as well as the values of the corresponding loads are recorded at frequent intervals. Now, one can calculate the strains corresponding to the recorded extensions by dividing the gauge, that is the change in length, by the gauge length, which is nothing but the original length of the specimen. Also, the normal stresses are calculated by dividing the loads by original area of the cross section of the specimen. Now, coming back to the graph, the portion OA of the graph is a straight line from which one can conclude that the stress is proportional to the strain and hence it obeys Hooke's law. Here the point A corresponds to the limit of proportionality. Mild steel remains elastic a little beyond A, so that the limit of proportionality and elastic limit are not one and the same for mild steel, but in case of almost all other metals, these limits are one and the same. At point B, mild steel begins to yield and strains goes on increasing without an appreciable application of the load. Point B is called as the yield point and the stress corresponding to it is called yield stress. The yielding continues up to C. The portion BC is parallel to OX. From C to D, the material is ductile and there will be a general reduction in the cross-sectional area of the specimen. At the point M, local yielding begins and a neck or a waist is formed and the stress at M is called as ultimate or maximum stress. It is also called as the tensile strength of mild steel. Now, even if the load is somewhat reduced, extension continues till the specimen fractures at the stress corresponding to point E. Now let us look into the behavior of stress strain curve or the behavior of non-ferrous material when it is subjected to a direct tensile test. This diagram is for non-ferrous metals like aluminum, brass, bronze and copper. Metals containing elements other than iron as their chief constituents are usually referred to as non-ferrous metals. In case of non-ferrous, coming back to the graph, in case of non-ferrous metals, there will not be any clear-cut yield points. That is the difference between the mild steel, that is ferrous metals, and non-ferrous metals. Yield stress is foremost value for designing the ductile material based component. For aluminum, This is obtained by the 0.2% offset yield stress method. So now the yield stress, it's very difficult to determine the yield stress in case of non-ferrous metals, unlike what we do it in ferrous material, wherein we have a definite yield points, that is upper yield point and lower yield point. Now this 0.2% offset yield stress will determine the yield stress of the non-ferrous material. Now in the last, we have one more type of material which we call it as brittle material. And some of the examples of brittle materials are glass, cast iron and concrete. Now what happens in case of brittle material? Brittle materials such as concrete or carbon fiber do not have a well-defined yield point and do not strain harden. Therefore, the ultimate strength and breaking strength are the same. A typical stress strain curve for a brittle material will be linear as shown in the diagram. The point A says elastic limit point or proportionality point. Proportional limit is point on the curve up to which the value of stress and strain remains proportional. The stress up to this point is known as proportional limit and it obeys Hooke's law between the points O and A. The point B is the breaking point, or it is also called as fracture point, wherein the breaking point or breaking stress is that point where strength of material breaks. The stress associated with this point is known as breaking strength or rupture strength. To summarize, the stress strain curve of three different types of materials: ferrous, non-ferrous and brittle. What happens in case of ferrous material is that we have a definite yield points, and in the non-ferrous there will not be a clear-cut yield point, and the yield stress can be obtained by a 0.2% proof stress. And in case of brittle material, there will be a sudden break of the material at the breaking point. Thank you. So in the examination, students are required to explain the various salient points of stress strain curve either for a mild steel or for a non-ferrous material like aluminium, and in case of brittle material, so you have to show this diagram represented in figure 3. Thank you.